Hello and welcome back to the Galactic Enclave. I'm Ben, and today we're playing another game of Once Upon a Galaxy. Hero choice here is a little bit interesting. I don't think the Collector is particularly good, though I have had some good experiences kind of adding him as an additional hero later in the game. Dungeon Master got buffs, so it buffs treasures from both heroes and villains, which is a little bit better. And then we have King Midas. I think King Midas is really powerful. However, there are certainly some risks that come with starting with that one fewer, that kind of half heart. But I think that it is worth the risk here. Just doing a quick look at the deck here. I'm pretty happy with what I got. Looks like some kind of like summon stuff along with like some characters that can let me, kind of do cheesy things with hunt stuff, which is generally the kind of things I like. Combustible Dragon might be something that I might look to get in. Notably, Aladdin does nothing with King Midas, so I'm definitely not looking to play that. It does nothing because my silver characters are golden, so silvering it doesn't really do anything. In terms of characters that I might cut, Space Ranger Woody, I guess, is on the chopping block. I'm not really like trying to tutor up a specific thing. I think I just want to get like the Combustible Dragon in here. And yeah, let's go with that. All right, so name of the game for me with Midas is I'm trying to survive and get that heart back. Puck really opens up a lot of 2-for-1s. Yeah, so like this Jack in the Box is able to trade for both of these things. And now I essentially have no downside to my hero power, which I am thrilled with. Here we get a laser shark. Now we have two 2-for-1s in the front, and we get our first treasure here. I think I'm going to take it. These are both potentially 2-for-1s, especially if I go first. And then here I'm going to take the Twin Shot. Just a very powerful early game card. It makes the Puck relevant. It makes sure that these things are going to trade for basically anything. So yeah, this start is going about as well as you could possibly hope for. And yeah, no, we're already going right into a Mecha Man, which is perfect with our Puck. And yeah, I think I'm probably just going to take a Pyrat. The other option would be to play What Big Teeth on the Shark, but I think I'm pretty happy with this, and I think I'd rather have the Shark in the back. Just because, conceivably might not attack this game, as looks like it's not going to. So getting that hunt from the Pyrat was very nice. I think I am just going to probably put this on the Shark here. I could certainly take a Minotaur, but I'm not quite ready to like give up on this Puck, so I'm just gonna buff that. Again, I don't really have the slots to play the symmetry game here. I think I'm just gonna cast You Meet in a Tavern, and I think I'm just going to trash this, but it does make my Puck slightly better. Still rolling through pretty well. I could take a Rose. It's like, for me, this is kind of between Rose and Two-Headed Wizard. Billy Bones is, I think, not as good as anything on my board. The Wizard could maybe cut the Jack in the Box for it, but I'm not feeling like the most spell-y build quite yet. I think I'm just going to take the Rose and buff my shot, to be honest. Okay, here's the Jack in the Box. I don't see a reason to take anything else. The spell is the thing that competes with it. Here, Lucky Chest versus Wand of Anger for me. I think I'm going to take Lucky Chest. I'm kind of looking to like get treasures more than I am to cast spells. There we go. Yeah, and then this gets me a rare treasure with my Lucky Chest, which is good enough for me. Also, like, the extra hunting ability on that is good. And then I think Hunter's Horn with these new hunt characters is pretty appealing to me. And that can open up all sorts of stuff. I'm not the biggest fan of, like, a hunt build per se, but certainly not the worst. So this is interesting. I could take Fire Breathing Dragon and move out of this Puck, or potentially move out of the Jack in the Box. I do want to keep the Pirate in slot 1 or 4 here. just so that I can like get that ability. But like having 2 ranged units in the back is like somewhat appealing. Yeah, notably, like I would rather cast Presence of Gaia than upgrade my shark to the dragon. I think I'm just gonna cast Presence of Gaia on that slot. And there we go. Okay, Wicked Witch is very good when you have summon characters like this, because it turns into 1 health, and then it doesn't really matter how big these guys are. So like that is a card that stands out for me. However, I am kind of just scaling with this Pyrat, so that's more of a tech card that I'd be thinking about later, potentially. The other thing I could do is like get rid of this Puck at this point, which is really the kind of what's going to be happening in like my transition to the end game. And I'm probably going to cut this Puck, probably going to cut the Jack in the Box, and then like see what I actually get. I could do something like that, you know, and move the. I think I'm going to replace the Shark with the Wicked Witch. I just don't see much future for the Shark. Stinky is another card that's really good with a bunch of summons, because you can kind of just stick it in the corner. Shanty's pretty good with my Hunter's Horn here, so I could consider swapping it in. And then really just trying to turn over my entire board. I don't really see a reason to take Stinky quite yet. Huh. Yeah, this is an interesting decision point. Please let me know what you do in the comment section down below. I How big is this? It's a 9/5 naturally. I think the Shanty's not super likely to actually slay. Pyrat has a decent chance. Honestly, I think I just want to give the Pyrat a better chance of continuing to slay. Yeah. Yeah, the Shanty probably wouldn't have slayed. That extra attack looks like it might have been relevant. Yeah, that looks like we're taking half a heart here. Honestly, the thing to do might be to put the Witch in the front at this point. And then see if I can mine something with that. None of these cards really do anything, so I am going to just take the spell here. I'm not thrilled about it. Sunflare is a nice upgrade to Puck, so I'm just going to take that. That extra health here is coming in handy. Yep, and now my tokens here should clean up their front row, and then depending on how things shake out, yeah, the Pyrat should get a slay there too, so that was nice. A hunt. Storybook Brawl was the previous game that these developers made, and the hunt ability was called Slay in that. So it's kind of difficult for me to call it hunt, but I'm going to work on that for sure. Okay, so this Fairy Queen is a nice upgrade to this board for sure. The question is, am I going to take out the Jack in the Box and the Pyrat? And I think I'm going to take out the Pyrat. And I still like the idea of just kind of cleaning up the front row with the Wicked Witch and these tokens, and then the Fairy Queen should be able to take out the back. Still very much looking for a win condition. I have like a nice, like strong kind of like tempo-y board, but I'm not really scaling and putting up like giant numbers or doing anything that's like super broken right now. So that's the only thing that I'm really kind of noting. What character here is likely to stick onto a final board of mine? The Witch and the Queen are like pretty unlikely to leave. I think I'm going to buff the Queen. Because the thinking is that the Witch is, you know, anything the Witch hits is going to be kind of cleaned up already. Kraken plus Hunter's Horn is like really interesting to me. I need to get this first slay, otherwise it's not going to do anything. Is the main problem. Yeah. I think I am going to go for it. It's really awkward too with this positioning. But yeah, yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm placing a really big fairy player and I didn't get that slay. But like I said, we had like a decent tempo board earlier, but like we need to get something kind of busted going, and like Kraken with the double slay is kind of busted. I think we still need to kind of go for that. This might be the point at which I just put the Stinky in and use the Mecha Man to try and get it attacked into. Upgraded Kraken here could definitely do some things. I think this is going to be a Starstone for me. I don't think I have, well, okay, I have 2 heroes, but mostly I want this Kraken to start doing stuff. So I'm going to take the Star Stone and hope that they're, nope, again, yeah, they're just bigger than me. So that's, yeah, just unfortunate. Yeah, and they're not attacking my Stinky, so. Looks like we're going to be going down. Played to our outs. We still have some shot, but it's not looking good. I think this is a pretty clear double-double on the Kraken. See if I can maybe get something, but yeah, no, they're just slightly too big. If I hit there, maybe. But yeah, you know, imagine that I was getting this double slay like all these turns. I would have had like an extra 32, 32, or 66, 4, 64 on these front things, but I didn't quite get it. And that's really the problem with these hunt builds is they can be a little bit RNG dependent if you're a little bit late getting into them. You don't have the ability to always attack first, or you know, kind of stuff like that. Yeah, but you know, we're gonna continue just playing the best we can. Pan Shadow's interesting. We can get the like go first treasure. Titania is very strong, but I kind of feel like I want to give the extra attack over there. And I think I'd rather have the Fairy Queen, so I think I'm going to just take this and hope for the first attack, which we did not get. I will take the Lich King's Heart, because that protection gives us a little bit more time, but again, yeah, we're just not able to slay. We faced this person recently too, so I think this might be the top 3. We did at least get the value off Stinky there, but yeah. Okay, so we do need to find something going here. I think Mecha Man is probably the weakest thing on this board. Captain Hook can let us scam. Oberon, I think, is an upgrade to the Fairy. And I think I want the Hook in the second position here. Yeah, still not good enough. Yep. All right, and here we go. Yeah, I think this is just a good illustration of why the hunt builds aren't necessarily the best. I think we had a really good start, but I think it also kind of dictates that, you know, there's kind of this balance between doing tempo in order to stay alive, make it to the higher levels, but also kind of like keeping an eye towards those late game compositions. I don't think I really saw a moment other than when we could have taken that Don Quixote, of like when we could have really tried to like find that big power spike. But you know, might have missed it. Let me know in the comment section down below anything you might have done differently there. And yeah, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and hope to see you next time. Let's open some packs. Kid Icarus all around.